Alright, so what is your main, ways of getting around campus?
My feet. I just walk to most places I need to go.
So why don't you take a bus or possibly ride a bike to the places you need to go?
The reason I don't have a bike is because I don't have one here. Just getting into campus is a problem. And for the buses, I've never actually bothered to look up a schedule for a bus since I've come to Purdue, and that was about 3 years ago. I can't be bothered to look up bus schedules, I guess.
Okay, so what do you think walking says about you and your and your personality?
I think it just says that I don't know, easygoing. I'm not in a hurry to get places for the most part.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, thanks a lot.
So what's your main means of transportation around campus?
Walking. So why do you walk instead of maybe taking a bus or riding a bike?
Well, I'm too lazy to wait for the bus, but sometimes when I walk, I see it, so I get on it.
Alright, so you walk to most of the places that you take, except for most of the places you need to get to, except sometimes take the bus. So what do you think those things say about who you are?
That I'm a freshman, so I don't have a car, and I don't want to ride a bike because I'll hurt people.
Okay. Alright.
So, what, do you usually take as a mode of transportation?
Probably either walk or bus.
So why do you take a bus or walk instead of having a bike or skateboard up there?
I don't know how to skateboard, and I didn't want to drag my bike from home.
What do you think, you say you take the bus a lot, I mean you'll walk too, right? So what do you think that those things say about yourself?
I'm sometimes lazy.
Because you take the bus?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you take the bus usually, or that's that?
Usually I'll walk unless I'm not feeling good or
Oh,
tired.
okay.
Or
All right.
7:30 in the morning.
Makes sense. Okay. All right. Well, thanks a lot.
So what's your main means of transportation around campus?
Around campus, I use my bike or walk.
Okay. So why don't you use a bus or?
I live
Possibly
in Cary,
anything else.
so the furthest thing away is 1.5 miles, which only takes about 6 minutes on my bike, or I could wait for the bus.
So so you say you like to ride your bike. What do you think that says about your personality?
Nothing.
Okay. So you just do it because it's fast.
Right.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot.
What is your main means of transportation around campus?
It used to be walking, but then I got a bike, so now it's biking.
So why don't you take a bus instead of the other ones?
Because I don't know where all the loops go, basically. I've used the silver loop a lot, like when it's raining, but
What do you think walking says about you?
walking?
Or what you used to get from place to place?
Or anybody in general that walks?
That they either don't know about the buses or don't have a bike or don't really have to get places quickly. Walking's kind of nice sometimes, but
But you like riding your bike? Okay.
just because it saves time.
So
usually,
okay. So what do you think riding your bike says about you?
That I use my time well, I guess.
Right. Okay. Because it just gets you from place to place with the path. Okay.
Alright. So what's your main mode of transportation?
I normally take my longboard around campus.
So why do you take your board around instead of maybe riding a bus or riding a bike?
I live off campus. There's a bus buses don't come near me very often, and it's a lot faster than walking, and it's just more convenient to carry it around than to take it into class than to lock a bike up outside.
So you're a longboarder. I know that some people that are skateboarders, longboarders, stuff like that. It says a lot about their personality as opposed to somebody just maybe riding a bike or something, because that's so common. So what do you think that says about who you are?
I don't know. Most of the people I know who ride longboards are a lot more easygoing, more relaxed than most people. It's just, I don't know.
So you like that aspect of how that makes you look?
Definitely.
That's cool. Very
You're
cool.
like a concrete surfer.
Yeah, nice.
What is your main mode of transportation?
I always take this guy, the skateboard.
So why do you skateboard instead of taking a bus or maybe walking around campus?
Well, all my classes are relatively, near. too far off campus, and it's much easier just to hop on a skateboard rather than lock and unlock a bike. I'm a fairly proficient skateboarder, so I get by pretty quickly. Alright, so there's a few ways that you could get around on campus, and one of them is like obviously riding a bike or like taking the bus, but I mean you skateboard. I mean that's like, I guess some people could see that as a little rebellious. Like what do you think that says about who you are? I don't really identify much of skateboarding beyond that. I am a skateboarder. It's not really part of my personality or anything. I wouldn't consider myself rebellious or opposed to the law.
So what is your main means of transportation around campus?
Skateboarding.
So why do you skateboard instead of walking around?
Because it's fun and it gives me exercise and faster. What do you think like skating says? Like I'm also a skateboarder, so what do you think skateboarding says about you? I know when I skate, like some people, like I get like a lot of looks, and like I guess some people think it's a little rebellious. But what do you think? What do you think about skateboarding and how it expresses you?
I just think it's a great activity. Just frees your mind.
Yeah.
Great way to get some exercise, accomplish a few goals that day.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Alright, so what is your main mode of transportation?
I usually walk everywhere, but if it's like way across campus, then I take the bus.
Why don't you ride a bike or probably skateboard or any other?
Too lazy. I figure walking is just easier because I keep myself occupied with music or something. As well, if I ride a bike, go ahead and listen to music, there's a chance I hit a car or hit another person.
What do you think, like, how you get from place to place? Like, what do you think that says about you?
Me? I don't know, I just like walking. Kind of chill, laid back. Biking's too much energy and I'm not up like that, so I'd rather walk everywhere.
Alright, okay, well thanks a lot.
So what's your main way around campus, like for transportation?
Usually I walk if it's to Armstrong or something. I live over in the far side of campus. I would use a bus so limited.
So why do you not ride a bike
Could you repeat the question?
Why do you not ride a bike or possibly skateboard or something else like walking and taking a bus?
Because I haven't ridden a bike since the 6th grade and I don't trust myself.
So what do you think about, what are the modes of transportation that you utilize? What do you think they say about you?
What does it say about me?
Yeah, like your
Or like-
personality.
Or say about like people in general that take the bus or something.
I don't know. I don't think it means that much. Maybe if you ride the bus somewhere where you could easily walk, you'd rather take the easy way than the more efficient way. I don't know.
So you're just more focused on getting from A to B?
Yeah, I don't think that this affects my personality.
In the analysis of these videos, we concluded the following. Walkers are kind of easygoing. They don't mind the time much, and if they have to, they'll utilize the bus system for the transportation around campus. Bikers are always in a rush and in a hurry, so they'll ride their bike to save their time to get to class just because it's a lot faster than walking or riding a bus. Skateboarders use their skateboards mainly because it's convenient for them, it's fast, and the skateboarders themselves are quite easygoing. People on buses normally walk most of the time, but in far distances or in other times when it's raining or such, they will ride the bus, and this just goes to show that they're quite lazy on farther distances than rather walking. Surprisingly, many people that don't ride the bus do not have a clue on the bus schedule, and that's the reason that they don't take it.